And they're clapping over there, and they're clapping at home. Welcome back. I'm your host, Doc Bob Lee from VLS, and our next guest is the founder of Neighborhood Benches. It's a Bronx organization working toward youth development, mentorship, counseling, and more. We welcome the founder and president of Neighborhood Benches, William Evans. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. And the director of community engagement of Neighborhood Benches, James W. Young, the third. There's three of them. Welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want you to feel nice and comfortable. In fact, you can kick off your shoes and relax your feet. If everything is good. Well, tell us about the Neighborhood Benches, because this is your first time here, right?
Yeah.
Let us know.
So Neighborhood Benches is it's a youth development and a leadership program that we launched in the Bronx in 2015. The idea was to put together some professionals and some experienced individuals as mentors for our younger guys, the harder to reach guys.
Yeah. You know? You said skills and beautiful smiles.
All day, everything, right? Because we understand, like, there's two types of teachers,
sure,
right? And you have the professionals who have the credentials, but you also have experienced people that have various life experiences, from incarceration, from abuse, from violence. And when you put these people together and as teachers, the youth can learn a lot. Yeah. So we've been doing that throughout the Bronx and Manhattan.
And how'd you get the third on? Could you call him the third?
The third.
James.
Right.
Oh, well, he came to me and asked me that he was launching a program. He used to work on Rikers Island, and he said he was leaving because he said he started seeing a lot of our young brothers and sisters coming through Rikers.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, well, I think I can do better. Would you join me? And I said, of course I would. You know, at the end of the day, we as a community member, we have to start engaging more with our young youth, which is the girls and the young men, right? So I jump
catch them before they go to Rikers Island.
Before they go to Rikers, or whatever institution.
What did you do at Rikers Island?
I was supervisor for the ICAM program, which are discharge plant planners, working with Fortune Society.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I counseled as an alternative to incarceration counselor for Fortune Society as well.
Yeah.
So
we were in there. We did about a number of years. We go in just before Christmas time. I bring in a sound system. I bring in some artists.
Yeah.
We have the bleachers. You go into the gym.
Yes.
Set up in that circle right there.
Definitely.
The basketball floor, gym, and then we create like a little battle.
Yeah.
Give me two comedians. Give me two singers. Give me two rappers.
They got the energy and the skills.
Everybody
come on, right?
Battling all day, but it was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
And then you talk to them about getting out. How many people have youngsters? A lot of people raise their hand.
True indeed.
All right, well, you have to get yourselves together so when you get out, you can take care of them. But you can't take care of them until you can first begin to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Start thinking about that now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's a good thing that you guys are coming together and helping people before they get a chance to go on that.
Because we see that there's a lot of services for individuals that's already in the system, that's already experienced what incarceration is. But we notice we need more programs that's gonna prevent them from actually taking that route.
Yeah. So you saw something while you were in jail. You said, "Hey, I can I can help."
Yeah,
and
I also have the experience of being incarcerated for like 11 months, 4 days. Fortunately for me, I was acquitted, and that's the beauty about it. If someone had grabbed my hand before I actually been like caught up in the streets or been misled, then some of the experiences that I had outside of that time, I would have never went down that road. And with me, my major thing was having a lot of fights when I was younger. Being a runaway, being shot. These are things that our young kids do not have to experience at all.
Out there, look at you. I mean, this guy named Cheyenne, and where I grew up in Queensbridge Projects, he got shot almost every day.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
But he didn't die of that, though. He lived with lead in his body for a long time.
Wow, yeah.
He died of a heart attack at an old age.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, well, I'm glad you guys are out there doing things like that. Yeah. Do you believe that the system is set up in such a way where people are geared toward ending up in jail?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know, we have to be mindful that, all right, we are growing up in a impoverished community, right? Finances low, equity, we don't own none of it. You know, when I speak about we talking about blacks. You know, when we go out to buy clothing, we go outside of our community to buy clothing. Yeah. So the finance don't travel here, they travel outside. So if we wanted to do something more productive, these kids are left to join gangs and, you know, and do et cetera, et cetera. This is why we here. Yeah. We direct our attention toward that. Yeah. We go to colleges, we go to high schools, we bring these kids out here and show these young brothers and sisters, look, this is the better way.
Yeah.
This is where you could be at. I don't care what color you are. Yeah. We bring them inside the NYCHA development and we talk to them. Yeah. We're not going to allow y'all to fall. You know, that's what we do.
Show them something different.
Show them something different.
Show me that too back in the day. Because you know, I grew up in the hood, and somebody pointed out to me, you see the bricks that they use in the hood, in Queensbridge, or in the community center. Same bricks that they use in jail or in the schools.
Sure, indeed.
So someone said, hey, you know, we're getting you ready to look at these bricks.
Sure, indeed.
You know, these walls.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I'm glad you guys are out there once again, you know, doing some positive things in our community. You know,
Thank you.
Applaud you.
Appreciate that.
Look, give them a big round of applause.
Appreciate it.
So what's next? What do you guys have coming up? What are we doing?
Well, for right now, we're trying to get into as many colleges as we can in all of the New York City housing authority developments. Yeah. Because we're also working with Lehman college students, the graduate school, public health, and we are taking them on tours throughout public housing as they study social work, leadership, and you know, like different type of public health issues. But we want to make sure that along that journey, that stigma for people that live in public housing is like broken, you know, and then it's a lot you can learn,
Because once you're in it, you know, you believe that this is the only thing that there is for me.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what they think.
When I was in it, I said, wow. All right, we're all dressing alike. We're trying to get the same sneakers. We're getting afros or whatever in style. And you know, there's nothing else outside of this. This is what we grew up. Everybody's on drugs. Well,
it's like
people dying on the benches, on the rooftops, and everything. This is what I'm gonna be, or this is how I'm gonna be. I don't want to be that. So you have to get them outside of that circle.
Exactly.
And then it takes like somebody positive like you guys, take them outside into the. When I saw horses and cows for the first time, I said, "Oh look, there's some cows." We're passing by farms, driving into the country. I'm like, "Wow!"
A lot of times it seems like it's unreal, you know. But you know, like most of the time when they have this experience and they're interacting with younger people that's their age and they're looking for something better, you know, the whole conversation shifts. You know, and that's what we try to keep going, and we try to bridge that gap between the guys from the neighborhood benches that ends up in jail or ends up in the court system having to listen and answer to a judge that's also on a bench or a jury that's also sitting on benches. Wow. So our main thing is to make sure we can bridge that gap and have them understand the power of a bench and how you can actually do something better than what you're learning in your own community.
Before I wrap up, I'm going to give you one of my cameras here. You can say hello to this camera right here. That's my friend.
Definitely.
Tell brothers and sisters who are acting up, tell them what you need to tell them about.
Definitely.
Straight and narrow.
So I would definitely want a lot of the brothers and sisters out there to know that you do have a future ahead of you, but it's about how you design that future that's going to make you stand out from the rest. Always remember, there's someone that's following you, and if you can make sure that they're going to be productive members of this great society, then you have to take on a leadership role. and make sure you're doing what's best for you. So who's ever following you will know to do the same and right thing.
There you go. I like that.
said,
Step up to the plate and be a leader, because if you're a leader, that's a great responsibility.
Great.
Somebody is following you. You may have little brothers and sisters and nephews and cousins. They're looking up to you to guide them in the right direction. If you do something wrong, guess what? They're going to want to do it too. They're like little human tape recorders.
Definitely.
But if you do something positive,
Uh-huh.
they're going to want to do it too.
Yep.
And whether you say you can or you can't, either way you're right.
True
So
indeed.
fly your plane, because one day you're going to be in the pilot's seat.
100%.
You're going to
Definitely.
fly that plane, you're going to crash it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna
You're
fly.
going to fly that
That's
plane.
you gonna
You're
fly
pilot.
that plane. You gonna
Give
fly
them a
that
big
plane.
hand, everybody. William M. Evans, the founder, president, Neighborhood Ventures, and James W. Young III, director of community engagement. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Keep
Thanks
doing
for
what
having
you're
me.
doing, all right?
Appreciate that. Appreciate
We're watching
that.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We need you. We're going to take a quick break right here. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Open next.